Hey there, wild ones. Welcome or welcome back to the Wild Spark YouTube channel. Kat here with a new timeless collective reading. That does mean that all of the readings on this channel are for all the signs, all the people, all the time. So if you've come across this, it is timeless. If it resonates with you, no matter your sign, it's for you. I do hope that you are having a fabulous morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope that life is treating you just peachy, wonderful, amazing. There is a card flipped over. It was bluff. Somebody had a mask on within it. So that might be relevant for this message for you here, wild ones. We're going to see. I'm going to shuffle this deck a few times and then we're going to jump right on into the message here. Last shuffle. We're going to see what is coming through. All right, let's go ahead and get a couple of messages from the handwritten deck. This one here. All right, bald. So you or your person could be bald, whoever you came to this message for. Here you've got boundaries. So it feels like boundaries need to be set, or maybe you have set boundaries. It feels like I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off on that. But there's boundaries that are either been set or need to be set. I honestly can't stand the silence. So it may just be right there that the boundaries were set and it's caused a little bit of a rift, some tension, some separation, some silence, and one or both of you can't stand it. My feelings for you are a little bit obsessive. Oh, well, that could be the twist. That could be the twist here, wild ones. Somebody's got obsessive feelings for you, or a little bit obsessive. There's a bit of the twist. So that may be where those boundaries are coming in, insecure. Okay. So it feels very much like your person could be insecure. That's why they are a bit obsessive. There's worry, there's fear, right? So potentially you needed to create boundaries and that caused a bit of silence between you guys, a rift, a separation of sorts. Let's go ahead and get a few of the Heart's Hidden Secret Oracle cards out, see if we can get a bit more information, but there is a bit of a twist here. Spirit does want that one. Let's get, obscurity, okay? Bottom of the deck, you've got nourish, self-focused, soul finding. Okay, interesting. So you have pain, depth, and obscurity. All right. Appreciation, afraid, cautious. Okay. It feels very much like there is a potential that your person may have created pain. Okay. The energy that I'm getting here is that someone is realizing they made a big mistake. Okay. It could be that obsessive energy. It could be that insecure energy. It could be, right. However this comes through, but somebody's realizing that they made a big mistake. Okay. Created some pain. And that could be because they were afraid, overly cautious, insecure, right. A bit obsessive, right. You've got depth, awareness, importance, value. Okay. So they created this, or they made kind of things a bit messy or a bit sticky. And that's where the twist comes in. They want to make it right. They understand that there's importance within making it right. They understand the value. They're aware of the connection that the two of you have. They want to actually go deeper with you within this. But there is that energy of obscurity, right? There's secrets, mysteries, concealing. There's something that they have been hiding. That may be where that insecurity comes through. That may be that bit of obsessive energy. That may actually be the big mistake that they made, okay? But you're being asked to go ahead and nourish yourself, right? Focus on yourself during this time. They need to do some work, okay? It feels like they need to do some work. They need to come out of or come clean with regards to the secrets, whatever it is that they've been hiding. But whatever that is just creating more insecurity. It's creating more obsessive energy. It's creating a bigger tension, okay? It's also creating, you got stress and then obsession, okay? So yeah, that obsessive energy. They're in that obsessive energy. They're realizing that they're making the big mistakes, or that they're in that space of, or they made a really big mistake here. Okay. They want to make it right, but they are stressed, right? We've got that tension right there, turbulence, tension, arguments. It's like everything is like a sticky note. And this could actually be, they could be actually putting, because, right, there's that silence. Okay. They could be putting sticky notes all over the place of what they want to say, what they think about you, what they're remembering about you, all of the things, right? And it's creating more stress. This one right here says chill, right? Yeah. They need to chill. Oh, chill, chill. It's like all over here. Chill. Take a break, right? Calm, calm. Chill. Yeah. So this may actually be, they could have these notes everywhere, but with regards to things about you, but it also may be reminders to them that they need to back the F off a little bit. Those boundaries, it feels very much like you created those boundaries here, so that there could be a little bit less tension or stress. But this obsession, it continues. Infatuation, adoration, excuse me, addiction. Okay. They are very much in that space of just being all about you, obsessed. Okay. Obsessed. So they're realizing that they made a big mistake. They want to make up for it. They really want to make it right, but there's a potential, there's a chance that they actually might be making it worse, because they are so stressed out, because they have been creating some pain, because they have been mysterious, right? Kind of keeping secrets, because that insecurity continues to grow and grow and grow. And that creates more of an obsession. Also, within that silence, right? I honestly can't stand the silence. Within that silence, it can create more of an obsession. Okay. So they're making some big mistakes, it feels like here. There's some bitterness here. Resentment, anger, hurtful words. So there's a potential that they kind of lashed out, right? And now they want to make it right. They want to come back in and make it right. They have been potentially nourishing themselves, working on self-growth, being self-focused, soul finding, but also there's that want, wish, spirit coming through for you, wild ones, here to also be nourishing yourself. This nourishing energy, there's that growth within it. But this, I don't know, that may be where how they're trying to make things right, by nourishing that self-growth, that focused energy, focusing on themselves. It's hard to focus on themselves though when they are so obsessed, right, with you. Let's get a little bit more information here. What else needs to come through? December could be a breaking point. They could actually come through in December. Ooh. And have actually grown a bit, and they may actually be able to come forward and make it right. It's definitely going to be based off of you, okay? Testing loyalty constantly. So they may actually be, that may be where those boundaries are coming in. They may be like, hey, wild one, hey, are you with me? Are you right? Even though they're hiding stuff, even though they're making the big mistakes, right? They might be questioning you though. That might be the biggest mistake that came through, and where those boundaries came in when you were like, hey, whoa, why are you always testing me? Well, I'm loyal to you. Are you not loyal to me? You make me so happy. So see, it's like they're obsessed. They're stressed, there's pain, right? But at the same time, they feel like you are their happy place. You make them happy, okay? Could be a Virgo, or you could be a Virgo. I hurt my own feelings. See, I feel like it just feels like they really, and not only do they hurt their own feelings, but they hurt your feelings. They cause pain. They cause that energy of bitterness, or they're living in that bitterness, hurting their own feelings, resentment towards you, anger, right? They may have lashed out with hurtful words. It feels like they have been doing it to themselves, living in their mind, in their own space, and not trusting you. That insecure energy just building and creating that obsession. And then when you're not speaking, or they're silent, it just grows more and becomes a bigger mess. Okay. Now we've got December, now we have May. So this could have started in May. It could resolve in December. It could start in December, could resolve in May. It really is based off of the decisions that you make and whether you feel like there is a way that they can make it right. If they can come back in and really kind of come through and make a difference, okay? And you also have August. So there, August might have been a turning point as well. You have a lot of energy coming through here. A solution to a misunderstanding. That is what they're looking for. That is how they're trying to make it right. They feel like maybe they were misunderstood in their obsession of you. Is that even possible? A solution to a misunderstanding. They're going to try to come in and make it right. It could be in December that they're coming back through where they're like, okay, I'm going to tell you all the things. I'm going to give the information because they feel like you woke up their soul. You woke my soul up. Okay. I don't know what the big mistake is, right? It's coming through here as that kind of obsessive energy, as the energy of really, you know, testing and keeping secrets and being apprehensive with all the information, but they feel like they're going to be able to come through and have a solution. They think they're going to be able to make it right. That ultimately is going to be up to you because they do want a commitment. Okay, marriage, promises, fidelity. Okay, whether that is something that comes out of it, this is what they're thinking, what they're hoping. But if they don't get this obsessive energy, these secrets, this hiding kind of stuff, and having that resentment or bitterness, if they can't keep all that or get that all under control, if they can't make it right, if they can't come up with a solution, I mean, it's up to you. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that that resonated. I'll see you in the next reading.